I mean, India made a lot of Englishmen rich. There is this sort of notion around that the British Empire was not profitable, and that, the white man's burden was an act of love, and, to bring up the sullen heathen people. But actually, lots of people made fortunes.
Why are we going to Sezincote?
Well, I don't really know, because I know very little about this place. In fact, I've only ever just seen this photograph of it. I mean, the reason I became interested in it is that I read a paragraph about it in a book, and what it seems to be is a mammoth folly built by a returning East India Company grandee called Charles Cockerell. Why it interests me is that it seems to be a sort of fantasy house, really. It's a way of bringing India into the Cotswolds. It's actually exactly what I hoped it would be like. I think it's very nice, actually, because it's got a very strange ambiguity about it, I think, which is that it's the first place done with quite a lot of care and quite a lot of attention, and obviously quite a lot of affection as well, because they've got a lot of things right. I mean, like the little pavilions with the gods in them, and there's a little pavilion of the sun god, the Hindu sun god Surya. And just tiny vistas you keep coming across of bridges and stepping stones underneath them and so forth. And one of the interesting things that I read about it was that his son, Charles Cockerell's son, who was also called Charles and was an architect himself, got very irritated with this place and turned against it, and said that he thought it was a sort of paradigm of the British in India. He thought it was a sort of proof of how the British had this ability to sink themselves in a world of make-believe. And actually that's sort of what the British did in India. They went out there and lived their secret fantasies, of being wonderful, colourful people. And I think in a way that's a lot of the literature is to do with this make-believe world of India that the English wanted to know about. And put it this way, if this house were a book, it wouldn't be E.M. Forster. It would actually be the Far Pavilions. It would actually be deeds of derring do and the glory that was India.